Hey guys, it's Tuesday morning here in the Philippines. I'm running a little bit late on our Monday premium unboxing, but still yet by the time I get this uploaded, it should still be there and ready for you guys by Monday evening Eastern Standard Time. So still not behind going by my native town of Cleveland, so still on time if I was in Cleveland, I guess I could say. But being in the Philippines, I'm about 12 hours late. But anyways, I had to get a few things done, so that's why I'm a little bit late, and I've been kind of doing a video almost every day for the past week. So this week we're back on regular pace. So, as promised, that square body that was in the Truck Jamboree video, I did do a wheel swap on it, and it is right here in front of us. That's what we're going to start with. And yeah, before we proceed, I'm not going to unbox the GTR today. I'm going to do that later on in the week, sticking with the American muscle cars, and then I got rid of the GTR because I have this truck to show you guys again. So, as I said before, this truck, I love the casting. And really, with Greenlight, I had no issues with this truck, except that it just looked a little bit ridiculous with these really fat wheels and tires on it. These, what we like to call saw blade wheels, that are the wheels that come on the Supernatural Impala, but they're just really fat and wide. They do not go well on the square body because they stick out. If they were a reversed offset and they were wide and stuck out a little bit, that wouldn't be too bad. It would remind me of like the 80s or 90s trend with some of the cars that had the like reversed offset 15 by 10, like old KMC 10 spokes, and they also had like a saw blade style wheel from KMC that you would see a lot of guys, younger guys, running on like the G bodies and things, and some trucks, mini trucks and things like that. It was kind of popular to have the 15 by 10 reverse offsets and stuff, so that would have looked okay. But since this is like a standard offset and it's really fat, it just looks a little ridiculous. And it's not so noticeable in the muscle cars because it stays in underneath the car. But on the truck, there's not a lot of room there. And that's Greenlight's casting. There should be a lot more room there, but there's not. So it causes these wheels to stick out, and it looked a little silly. So what I did, I wheel swapped a Auto World square body with this Kill Bill Charger before, and if you remember, the Kill Bill Charger has some deep hole style wheels, which I don't have the square body in front of me. I should have brought it out to show you guys, but I wouldn't predominantly stick with Greenlight stuff for this video. So anyways, these are Auto World wheels, and what I did is I reversed the tire. As you can see, there are white walls on one side, black walls on the other side. So I just figured this truck looked more suited with black walls, since it is a little customized with the paint and the lowering kit and stuff. But as you can see, that the wheels now are flush with the body, so it looks a lot better. The only thing that's a little silly is that this is a GMC square body, and the dog dish hubcaps, if you notice, they have a bow tie on them. These came off the Olympic Silverado, and the wheels, they will have to be glued onto the axle, super glued, so they stay on, because they still are, well, I mean, it'll roll, and they don't like just kind of always just fall off if you tilt it or something like that. But if you roll it a little bit more than just a couple of inches, then yeah, it will probably spin off the axle. So they do need to be glued on, but I don't know if I want to do that yet and make it a permanent fix for the truck. But I just wanted to show you that the truck does have potential, and it looks much better, even looking underneath it with like the narrower tire. It just looks much better. And as I said, if the wheels would have been reversed offset and sticking out, it would have looked Put it this way, you have to have that kind of taste or be familiar with that culture or car to even appreciate that. But I could appreciate that because I grew up with that. That was when I was in my late teens. That trend was taking place in the late 80s, early 90s. So if that would have been the case, it would have been different. But since they're a standard offset and really fat and wide and sticking out, it just looks crazy. Because it's not something that would be a reality on this truck. So now it looks more realistic and I'm happy with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, how it looks to you and such. But now moving along with the unboxing part. We have 5 pieces tonight. 1 piece is a hitch and tow with a truck and car. It's a Mopar racing set. And then we have 4 older GL muscle cars from 2015 from their Series 13 lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Hitch and Tow racing set. And this is a Mijo exclusive from Mopar. Had this set for probably over a month now. Finally found it again. When it came out at first, I kind of passed it up because, I don't know, I just was into some other things and had other like objectives in my collection. And then when I did finally get around to wanting one of these, I could not find one. So I finally found one on the secondary market here and I picked it up. So I do dig this one because, well, Mopar Racing, the SRT program, and I do have another like Scat Pack Mopar Racing truck with the enclosed trailer. And that one's really cool, so it will correspond well with this one. And then it has this SRT Charger color match to the truck. I would have preferred a Challenger, but hey, this Charger looks killer. And let's get him out and get a closer look at him. So, this, what I do like about the Charger is, I don't remember if you guys, well, I know you guys seen it, but I don't know if you remember the Sam Posey Tribute Challenger that I've unboxed, but I only had the chase variant of it. Had these Convo Pro style wheels on it, but they were all 4 reversed offset and fat. They kind of looked a little bit silly too. Well, what they did with this car though, they put skinnies in the front, which looks good. Although like the Sam Posey Challenger is a road course car, so it would have extra fat tires all the way around. It's just that the diameter on this wheel and the sidewall looked a little bit crazy, so it would have been better with some kind of like, I don't know, 6-spoke or 8-spoke style wheel that looks like the old Watanabe wheels that they used a lot in the road racing series, like the Japanese cars run. And just like the original one had those like 10 spokes. I don't know if they were Watanabes in the Challenger, if that was the brand or if it was a different brand. But anyways, it looked a little silly. But this one is totally fitting. It has the narrow ones in the front, fatter ones in the back, so it looks like a drag pack car. Nice Mopar paint, white and black with the big Mopar M, the Hellcat SRT, some small sub-sponsors like Goodyear Slicks, Dodge, and things like that, but Dodge and SRT and Mopars to be expected, just kind of Goodyear is your co-sponsor. The hood has the Hemi emblems on the roof, there's the Mopar emblem, the banner sticker in the windshield that says Charger, Mopar on the deck lid. And as I said, for the modern Chargers, I really dig this last body style's front end. Really think it looks good and aggressive comparing to like the first gen of the 06 to the 10. The 11 to the 16 or 15 is pretty cool looking too. But this front end on this one just looks really aggressive. I really dig the front end on this car. So, nicely done casting by Greenlight. It has the side rear view mirrors made to the casting and everything. So, really nice piece. I believe it's opening hood. Yes, it is. With a detailed late model injected Hemi in there. Looks really good. Really nice car. Actually, glad I got this. And as I said, Challenger would have probably been a little better, but hey, Charger is cool though. So here is your enclosed trailer piece for the car. And let's move the square body out of the way for a little bit so we can get the full effect of this. And somebody killed the dog again. He's in the wrong spot. He keeps getting run over by cars. So let's go ahead and get the truck out too and get a look at him. And this has like the safety light bar on it, which is clear. I didn't even know it had a light bar until I just pulled it out of the package. It's very subtle and blends in very, very well to the roof of the truck. Has also a subtle brush guard with fog lights on it too. And this is the 2014 Ram. Nice casting also with the side mirrors built onto it. All of the corresponding paint job sponsors and such to go along with the Charger. So very cool piece. So this is number 278. So not extremely low, but not extremely high either. I wonder if the car corresponds with that. Let's see here if the car is even numbered. And car is numbered, but no, it does not correspond with the truck. 517. Kind of wondering that if they correspond together. And as you could see, like my complaints about bent axles and stuff, this car has got pretty bent wheel, as you could see. Like my rant continues with Greenlight. But as I said, I can kind of accept that sometimes, the bent wheels, but as I said, it's just getting out of control with these guys. And this is not a brand new release, but it is a newer release, probably from 2018, I believe, is when this came out. And I was going to mention the other day that maybe when Mijo has control over this and puts their name on the package too, maybe they take more pride in quality control, but as we see, that's not the case. Truck is not so bad. The trailers are always bad, but actually this one's pretty good, I have to say. It doesn't wobble like most of them do. And the trailers I'm really understanding with because the axles are so long, and I would say once those wheels are pressed on, it can bend. So this one, though, I'm not so understanding on. But this one may be able to be fixed. As I said before, you can probably pull the wheel off and put it back on and straighten it out a little bit, but I'll see at a later date and time about that. So still, yeah, beautiful set. Really do dig it, especially since I'm a Mopar guy. This will go really great in the Mopar collection. So let's move along to our Series 13 GL muscle cars. And actually, there's, 6 cars in the lineup. I'm missing one. We already have one unboxed, and that is this Challenger you guys have seen before, 71 RT. So I'll go ahead and put him out here because it's in correspondence with the others. Now, in this series, as I said, there's 6 pieces. There's 2 Mopars, 2 Chevys, 2 Fords. We're missing one of the Fords. So we'll go ahead and unbox this 69 Plymouth GTX to correspond with the other Mopars setting out here. And this is a really nice looking car. I would say this is B5 blue on this car. Looks like it. And it's just nicely done with the Magnum wheels and such. Let's go ahead and get him out. And the card, the trading card, it has transparent package blister from both sides, and it just on both sides has the picture of the car, which I always thought that the one side had statistics of the car. So that's kind of odd. I thought it was a picture on one side and it's supposed to be statistics of the car on the other side, but this one doesn't have that. Oh well, no big deal. Let's get him out, get a look at him. So, nice looking B body. And I'm not sure if it said if this was a Hemi car or not. Kind of looks like it. I don't think it would be representing a six-pack car because it would have the wrong hood and everything like that. So probably a Hemi car, I would say. Before I keep saying it's a Hemi car, let me see if it said on the package. Yeah, and it is B5 blue. I just noticed that on the card because I was just guessing. Blue Fire, B5 blue. I don't remember it being called Blue Fire. I just remember it being called Poly Blue, and that was just so odd of a name and so plain. Just all the guys just now that are Mopar guys call it by the paint code B5 blue. Nobody even says the name, but I think it was like, I don't know, bright poly blue or dark metallic poly blue, something like that. I don't remember it ever being called Blue Fire, but could have been. I'm just not aware of it though. So this one also has a slight wobble to it, as you can see, like it going up and down. But hey, as I said, that's kind of tolerable. I mean, I don't like it, but it's tolerable. But when you start getting the bodies tweaked and the chassis tweaked, that's when I kind of am not so tolerant with that kind of stuff. And even the axles being bent, I'm not so happy with that either. But hey, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and move on to our only Ford that we have, and that is a 2011 Ford Shelby GT500. I have the 2012 Laguna Seca Mustang coming from Auto World in black. I wish I would have had it to compare with this one. I just wanted to see who has the better casting. Actually, I'm going to have to stick up for Greenlight on this one because their casting looks really good. The Laguna Seca from Auto World looks really good too, but there's just something about the wheels, those red wheels, I don't know. They kind of throw off the car. This one looks really, really good. Let's get him out and get a closer look at him. But whenever I get that Laguna Seca in, probably, I don't know, later this month or the beginning of December, we'll bring this Greenlight back out and take a look at them side by side. But I'm going to have to say, this is a really nice casting. Really is nice. Black with the red racing stripes. The wheels are nice, but not 100% perfect like the Shelby. But hey, it's not bad though. And I don't know if this is opening hood. Yeah, it is. So it looks like pretty nicely detailed engine under the hood there. And it looks like acrylic headlights instead of painted on tampos. So yeah, that's nice. Side mirrors on the casting once again. And it looks like the rear lights are also like red acrylic and not just tampos. It even looks like the gas cap is a separate piece too. So nice casting actually. And this one is all metal. The 2005 to 2010 casting, I think it is. 2005 to 2009 maybe. What's wrong with that casting is that it's like the Cuda. It shares the convertible and hardtop or coupe platform together. So the hardtop or coupe, whatever you want to call it, fastback, has a plastic roof. because, as I said, it's a convertible with an insert. So, still a nice car, but I prefer all metal, but a lot of manufacturers do that, so no biggie. And then this one's actually pretty nice. It doesn't wobble too much. A little bit, but not too bad. So that one definitely is tolerable. So, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our Chevys. And both of our Chevys are Camaros. And we'll start with the old one first. We got a 2nd gen and a 5th gen. So here's the 2nd gen, the first of the 2nd gens, the 70 Chevy Camaro Z28 in white. This is pretty cool, pretty plain. I'm not a big fan of white muscle cars, but I don't despise them either. So, not bad. I would prefer opposite colors, actually. Total opposite would be perfect. Black with white stripes. Like the tuxedo black that was offered in 70 would have looked perfect on this car. Yeah, and this one, I didn't look at the Mustang, but same thing. Another picture of the car. I recall that these had the statistics on the back of the cards, but I don't really remember. I can't say that for 100% sure. So anyways, let's get him out and get a look at him. And they did a great job with replicating the wheels for 70 Camaros. And like 71 Chevelles had these style wheels. I love these wheels because they reminded me of like the American Torque Thrust with the gray painted centers, but these are actually factory SS like wheels or Z28 wheels. In 71 they were factory Chevelle SS wheels, like they were 5 spokes and the center was painted gray like that with a chrome lip. That was probably my favorite wheel that came on Chevelles, was the 71 SS style wheel. So split bumper car, really cool. Love these 70s with the split bumper and the big open grille. They just look really mean. And the flush back window that was on 70 to 73s. Then in 74 they started that wraparound back window. Then you got the back plastic valence and then the big bulky plastic. I could say it's bulky, but it was just all plastic front end and it was more aerodynamic. And actually when the Camaro changed to that style, the Vega changed right along with it. Like the 71 to 73 Vega actually represented like the 70 to 73 Camaro. Then when Camaros changed in 74, so did the Vega. So kind of ironic that they both were changing and they kind of both looked the same all the time. And as you can see, this wheel is bent really horribly too. So that's what I mean. My beef with Greenlight continues. I can't get the hood open on that one, but yeah, but when it's on the table, it's not so bad, actually. That's why I said, like, sometimes it's tolerable, and it's not like I'm playing with these cars. I do, like, you know, put them in the videos and such things like this and roll them around a little bit, but really, for the most part, they just go and sit on the shelf. But still, you would prefer that they have good axles and not bent axles. So, last but not least is the 5th gen. And this reminds me of Bumblebee, but in ZL1 mode, not just the SS mode. So this is really cool, and it has the blacked out wheels. I prefer the silver or chrome, but blacked out ones are not bad. So let's get him out and get a look at him. And this is Raleigh Yellow. And there he is on the back side. So and that ZL1 nameplate is a classic icon in the Chevy Camaro muscle car, because in 69 I would say that's the most famous one because of the all aluminum 427 big block. But these guys are no slouch either. These supercharged LS series motors, ZL1 in the grill. And these are just tampos in the front for the headlight anyways. The marker light or turn signal there, that may be like an amber or orange acrylic. Tail lights look like tampos also. Still got not a bad looking casting though. And then there's your detailed LS. Well, the hood doesn't stay open so good. But there's your detailed LS series engine. Hard to see in there. It's got a red intake. So, nice car. And then that one is actually pretty much perfect. So, the older stuff sometimes seems to be better, but then again, like I was complaining that it was like 2017 and newer, but as we can see that these are from 2015, this GL Muscle series, and we're still suffering with bent axles. The Challenger, though, actually that's been open for a while, has no issues whatsoever. So you do get that random car that has no bent axles, but as you see, we just opened 5 pieces, and only one of them has perfect axles. This one's bent pretty bad in the front. This one's bent pretty bad in the back. This one's bent in the front. This one's not so bad. The truck's pretty much perfect, and the trailer is. So 50% of them have horribly bent axles, in my opinion. So, as you guys can see what I mean. But it happens. So, as I said, I can tolerate it. It's just the other day with those tweaked chassis and beds, it really irks me a little bit more than just bent axles. Because bent axles can sometimes be fixed, so no biggie. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Taking a look at some older muscle car releases from Greenlight. Wednesday we will be back, but I'm not sure if it will be chase cars or not. I don't think my chase piece that I had ordered will be in by then. So we may just go with some more premium stuff. Or, like I said, between like new chase stuff coming in, sometimes we'll do a recap, like a throwback on some chase stuff that we've unboxed in the past. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what we're going to do for Wednesday yet. But as I said, this is just going to be a normal week. Wednesday it'd be premium / chase unboxing. Then Saturday it'd be a free-for-all video. And maybe like Saturday, the free-for-all will be the mini GT stuff that I haven't unboxed yet, the Lamborghinis and such. So, I appreciate you watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up and share the video. Tell your friends about my channel. And have a great start to your week, guys. Thanks for watching.